March is Epilepsy Awareness Month in Canada, and today is Purple Day, when landmarks around the country are lit purple to push awareness around the world, in fact, for this condition that affects 1 in 100 Canadians. Here with more now is Trevor Gordon from Epilepsy South Central, Ontario. Trevor, thanks for being here.
Thank you. Happy Purple Day, George.
Happy Purple Day. You know, and I am feeling the vintage Raptors too with the purple. Well done.
We still have Lori. We still have Lori.
Yes. Amen for that. Hey, let's start here, Trevor, with how COVID landing last March disrupted really everything, your fundraising structure, and how you pivoted online.
Yes, as you know, March Epilepsy Awareness Month, Epilepsy Awareness Month is in March, and COVID happened in March of 2020. So all of our funding raising across Canada got affected. So we had to go virtual. We had to be strategic in doing our galas virtually, all of our fundraising. And that's why we came up with the Epilepsy Shop and different ways of raising money in this virtual world. You know, it's a struggle. It's a struggle as it is, let alone plus COVID, you know?
Sure. Well, tell me about Epilepsy Shop and what programs and services are benefited from the sales there.
Well, 100% of the proceeds of Epilepsy Shop basically keep programs and services free for those living with epilepsy across Ontario. And I mean, just to rewind a little bit, ultimately, like today is Purple Day. And that's the one thing I don't want to get lost in this, is that ultimately landmarks all over Canada are getting lit, all over the world, over 100 countries participate. And because ultimately at the end of the day, like 3,000 Canadians are affected with epilepsy. That's 1 in 100 Canadians affected with epilepsy.
Much more common than people would think. It is not government funded.
Right.
And I'd like you to sort of, look, it's one of the most stereotyped and stigmatized health conditions, and there are a lot of myths and misconceptions. Can you bust some of them for us?
Okay, thank you for this. It is impossible to swallow your tongue. It is impossible to swallow your tongue. People think you have to put something in your mouth when somebody's having a seizure. When someone has a seizure, you don't always have to call 911. You time it. If it lasts less than 5 minutes, then you don't have to call 911. If it's above 5 minutes, then you would call 911. There's so many myths that you can check our website at the CanadianEpilepsyAlliance.org. But ultimately, one of the biggest myths is that they think is epilepsy is contagious. Epilepsy is not contagious. Anyone can get epilepsy at any point of your life. And if you have a brain, it affects you. Right.
And it doesn't impact any particular age or gender or ethnic group disproportionately. It's across the board, right?
That's correct. Yeah. That is correct. And that's the biggest thing is, like, I know a lot of times we get, the most common question we get is how we can help.
Sure.
Yes, you can buy a shirt at Epilepsy Shop, and we would appreciate that. But also you can contact your local MPP to encourage them to put epilepsy support in the budget. I mean, because that's the thing is, like, as you touched on, it's the third most common neurological condition, and we're not government funded. I repeat, we're not government funded.
Yeah. Underscored. Last thing, Trevor, how well can it be treated and managed with meds, with therapies, therapeutics? Are we doing better?
There are many options. I mean, some are lucky enough to have a surgery, brain surgery. Some can, the ketogenic diet with Matthew's Friends Canada, that's one of our affiliates, that can be treated. It can help you with your seizures with the ketogenic diet. Some people use a BNS device, some use medication. So there are many options. Right. The best thing I would say is contact your local epilepsy organization to ask those questions, and of course your doctor, obviously. Right. But there are many options.
Okay.
Epilepsy will not define you. You're a person living with epilepsy, but you can do everyone with epilepsy can just do as many things as someone without.
Trevor Gordon of Epilepsy South Central Ontario, you're an inspiration. Thanks very much. Really appreciate your time, and thanks for wearing the purple too, and the Raptors. Covering all kinds of bases. Checking boxes.
Thank you very much for the opportunity.
Thanks, Trevor. Great chat.